I think the idea of what people say has stopped more people than what people actually say. Because more often than not, this conversation actually happens in our head and not because anybody comes to us to say anything to our faces. These conversations with ourselves often also stems from comparison most times. When we see something and we feel like that is where we should be, but we feel like where we are is not in that position or in that situation. And then we feel like, okay, I think that people in this position would judge me when they see me in this other position. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how the fear of people's opinion can silently control your life, delay your purpose, and keep you trapped in a version of yourself that God never intended you to be in. And more important, I'm going to be sharing how you can break free from this circle of what will people say. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Hi, my name is Dami. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, you're welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back as always. I'm sure that you're going to enjoy this video. I honestly don't get why we anticipate criticism so much, even before it comes to us. Even when people don't come to us to say anything, we have these conversations in our head about what people say. I remember earlier this week, I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers. I was watching her video and I was very motivated because I've been watching her for years now and I could see the growth. I could see that, oh my God, this person has grown so much in the video quality and all of that. And I was like, oh my God, why are my videos not like this? Why does my video not look like this person's video? Why do I not talk to she talks and all of that? And I had to take a few steps backward and remind myself of the fact that this person did not start YouTube last year. I started YouTube last year and this person didn't start last year. And I went to the person's profile and guess what? She started YouTube in 2016. That's 10 good years ago. 10 years of growth is what I'm comparing to 1 year of growth. And so a part of me feel like, oh, if my audience who are watching me are also watching this person, they would feel like I should look like this person. And they didn't come to say that to me. I am making that up in my own head, thinking that, oh, people would expect me to look the exact way this person looks or to talk like the exact way this person talks, forgetting that I am unique in my own way. The way I talk is unique to me, and that is how God created me, because He created me this way for a purpose, right? And that comparison of, oh, this person looks like this now and me here now, it made me now think of, oh, when people see my videos, what would they say? What would people say? And more often than not, when we think of what would people say, these people are family members. And I don't think that they say things. And even if they say things, I don't think that the things that they say really do matter if they are not coming to say it to your face and if it is not constructive. Another thing I did was, I went to this video. She started in 2016. I didn't go to her most recent video. I went to her oldest video. I saw that she wasn't always like this. She wasn't always as eloquent as she is right now. She started from somewhere. There was a point in her life that she wasn't this good and she had to grow. 10 good years of growth, and I'm comparing to just 1 year. So more often than not, we compare ourselves to people, and that's why we think of, oh, what would people say? Because we feel like, okay, I feel like people are perceiving me to be here now, and I'm still here. So if they see me here, it's a shameful thing. So what would they say? They will condemn me. Or if they're not condemning me, I just feel like, oh, I should not be here. And we forget that life is a journey, and these things are processes. In my last video, I spoke about processes and I spoke about allowing people to live their processes and allowing yourself to live your process as well. Listen, comparison does not only steal joy, it also stops or delay your purpose. Because if you constantly compare yourself to what other people are doing, you will not be able to focus on your own life as you are supposed to. And one thing for sure about me is I love growth. I always look for ways to get my things better. I always look for ways to do my things better. I ask a lot of questions. I reach out to creators that are doing better than I'm doing. I don't even care the age. I don't care. I just want to learn genuinely. If I have a friend that is doing something that I want to do, I ask questions. There's no competition for me. But sometimes it also baffles me where people would rather struggle with something that somebody else has figured out already because they don't want to look like, oh, I have not figured it out already as well. If you've not figured it out, it is okay to ask. Pretending you have it figured out when you don't have it figured out is worse than actually asking for help. when you don't have it figured out. So if I have a friend that has gone ahead of me to do something, rather than comparing or competing with that person, I'm going to go to the person and ask, how were you able to do this? I have people all around me that are way younger than me, and I ask them several questions. Oh my God, I saw this editing. Oh my God, I saw this thing. How were you able to achieve it? I go online to look for materials. More importantly, when I have people around me that are doing that thing already, I go to them and ask questions. How were you able to achieve this thing? I also want to do this thing as well. And it helps me a lot. Honestly, it has helped me grow over the year or years or month and all of that. Anyways, I went back to the creator and I went to her older videos and I saw that she has not always been this eloquent. Her videos had not always looked like they look now. I mean, she had to grow 10 years of growth when I was comparing to 1 year. And I mean, I just told myself, Dami, this is not fair on you. You should not compare somebody else's 10 years of growth to your 1 year of growth. And this is not to say that I should stay in one place and not grow and not improve. Again, I'm a very, very good advocate and preacher of you should grow. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you are growing in it, make sure you're getting better at it and all of that. However, I also think that it is not fair to think that you can't just jump the process and say that, okay, so I just want to start from here. So I want to start today and I want everything to just be all perfect. I want to be eloquent in my speech. If I'm not eloquent, I'm not going to start. That's just going to delay you so much. I'm telling you for a fact, it's going to delay you so much. And it's just going to get you trapped in a version of yourself that God doesn't want you to be trapped in. I also think that sometimes we take every criticism as criticism. You need to be able to filter it. A couple of days ago, I was in a room with a couple of people and we were watching my video and I was really excited. You know, watching my video on the TV and all of that, I was really excited. And I remember that I was making a video of myself watching my video and I was saying that, oh, this is the views my video has now, and then in the next 1 year I was going to come back to that video and, you know, I was just prophesying into my channel, right? And then somebody said, like someone in the room said something, she had something about the part of my video that she was critiquing. She was like, oh, this part doesn't look good. And then I looked at the person and I'm like, I thought about it. You've never appreciated me before. You've never said good things about me before. You have never said well done to me before. You've never cheered me on this journey before, right? Never. And the first time you want to say something about my content is to say that my content doesn't look good. I'm not going to take that. You don't have my best interest at heart, because if you do, at some point, you would have at least acknowledged that, oh, you're trying your best. Oh, I see you. Oh, this looks good. You have never done that. But the first time you want to come to me, you're telling me that my video is not good. I just told her, I said, you're not my audience. And that was like what came to my head. However, I would have told her that it's not like I cannot take criticism from you. However, you know me. You know what I do. You've never said any good things to me before. The first time I don't say anything to me about me making my videos is a bad thing. That's not nice. I just told her and that was it. So if I internalize that kind of thing into myself and then I start worrying about, oh, this person said my video doesn't look good enough, just said this about my video, it might stop me, right? Well, it's just one person that probably doesn't even watch my video and she was watching it that day because I was watching it. Now, imagine I'm not building a tabernacle around what this one person that doesn't watch my video say. And now I am depriving other people that watch and enjoy my videos from getting more videos because I am focusing on what this one person has said, that, oh, this person has said that my video doesn't look good enough, so I should stop creating. No, I'm not going to do that. Of course, I get what she was trying to say. However, I think that there is a very thin line between taking that as a criticism and also just staying there and making that overwhelm me or make me feel bad and all of that. So I just had to shrug it off immediately. And you know, what she was even complaining about wasn't even something I had control over, and she doesn't understand it. So I'm like, no, not today. A lot of people had big dreams and ambitions for 2026 and they've not even started up until now, and we're in the second quarter already. You know why? Because they're thinking of what would people say, how would people see me if I make that video and I have just 2 views, what would people say? When I make already I do 1 million views. But you are going to be here till December and you're going to regret that you did not even start, because if you start now with 1 view, by December you might be getting 10 views or 100 views. But if you don't start now, by December you still have 1 view. You should post it by December. So if you're allowing what people would say stop you, it will keep stopping you. And when you want to start eventually, it will still be there. I'm just telling you for a fact it will never go away. Even after starting whatever it is that you want to do, what people would say will still be in your head. You cannot not do what you need to do just because of all this. Let me tell you something. The people that actually say something are not your audience. The people that have the most things to say about that thing that you are doing or that you're about to do, they are not your audience. I'm telling you for a fact. The people that are your audience I'm not saying again that you should not get better at whatever it is that you're doing, or that you should not improve or get better or grow at all of that. I'm only saying that if there are people that are saying something to you, and this something is something that's stopping you from doing what you're supposed to be doing, then those people are not your people. They are not your audience. If the only time you come to me to tell me about something is when I am doing it wrongly, then I won't take your word for it, because you don't have my best interest at heart. I saw somebody as well a couple of months ago, and she was like, "Oh, Dami, I see what you do on social media. I see, your content. They're always nice." And I'm like, I don't even use social media, because I've never seen you like my content before. I've never seen you drop your comments. I don't even think you're following me. And truly, I went to check, and the person wasn't even following me. And basically, this person sees my content, and they came to me physically. And it didn't make sense to me, because I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? So you see my content, you like them, but you don't like them online, where it can help me, where it can matter to me, where you're coming to tell me physically. I'd rather that you even give me the like online than you come and tell me physically. Yes. I mean, hearing it physically is good. I like it. But if you are coming to them physically, well, you're a fake. You are being fake. That's my opinion. Really, you are being fake to me. I digress. When you constantly think about what people say, you start making decisions based on people's approval, or what people think about this thing I'm wearing, or people think about this thing I'm doing, or people think about this thing I want to launch. Oh my God, live your life. Oh, you are living everything. Oh, you see, you would never enjoy your life if you are constantly thinking of what people say. And you will never be able to express yourself to the maximum if you're constantly thinking of what people say. You would never be able to make mistakes. You won't allow yourself to make mistakes. And if you're afraid to make mistakes, you're afraid of trying new things. And if you're afraid of trying new things, you most likely never discover the things that you should do. Because most people bump into their purpose. They did not sit down and get a thick voice telling them, "Oh, this is your purpose." Some people just try, and then just clicks. "Oh my God, I like this thing. I think this is what I'm called to do." So if you're afraid of what people say, and you're afraid of trying, I don't want people to see me as somebody that tries things. I don't want people to see me as a failure. I don't want people to see me dressed this way. I don't want people to... You would never be well over. And you can't commit to purpose like that. Proverbs 7:5 says, "The fear of a man brings a snare, and whoever trusts in the Lord shall be safe." Now, that snare means trap. So the fear of what a man will say brings trap. It should trap you. It will keep you in limbo. It will keep you in the position where you cannot be all that God wants you to be. You cannot be thinking of what people say. A trap makes you shrink. A trap makes you hide. You cannot focus on the trap of man. The other side says, "Put your trust in the Lord." It says, "Whoever puts his trust in the Lord shall be safe." There is safety in putting our trust in God, trusting in who God has called you to be, trusting in God's ability over your life, trusting in God's leading over your life. So if God is leading in this direction, God is saying, drop everything that you're doing now and go and start this thing. But you're saying, "Oh, what would people say? That I have dropped everything that I am doing and that I am going to this direction, which does not look profitable to man." But that's where God is leading you. You're thinking, what would people say? The Bible says, when you trust in the Lord, you are safe. There is safety in trusting the Lord rather than putting your trust in man. Trusting in man is a trap. Listen, people's opinions are very temporary. I'm telling you, most times people don't have a mind of their own. They follow the wave, they follow the crowd. So everybody thinks this way, let me also follow the crowd. Sometimes you see a post and then you think, "Oh my God, this post is so cute." And then you go to the comment section and you start seeing different 8 comments. And you're like, true. This thing that they're saying is true. And you might even follow suit. Or sometimes you see the content, you're like, this content looks cringe. And then you get comments and you see like really cute comments, many cute comments. You just automatically think, "Oh my God, I think the content is actually cute." I'm the one that feels like it's not cute, but I think it is cute. Because why? As humans, most times we follow what other people think. So if you are living your life for people's opinion, people that do not have a permanent opinion, that tomorrow they can come, they have said A today, they can come tomorrow and say B. You want to live your life like that. That means you will not be living here and there. The same people that would say, "Oh, you are doing too much. It's only you. She posts too much. She talks too much. She does too much." They are the same people that will come and say, "Oh, I knew she was going to make it. She was very tenacious." That's human for you. The same people that are cheering you today, they can come and criticize you tomorrow. The same people that criticize you, they can come and cheer you. So if you are basing your life based on people's opinion, you will always not be happy. Because when people that are cheering on you, they come tomorrow and criticize you, you feel bad. When people that are criticizing you today come and cheer on tomorrow, how do you want to live your life like that? Life of confusion. Look at it this way. Imagine that God asks you to do something, and the reason why you're not doing that thing is because of what people will say. Now, that means that you are considering people over God. You're considering people over your assignment. Or let's even say it is something that you desire to do. You just desire to do that thing by yourself. It wasn't God that asked you to do it. And the reason you're not doing that thing is because of what people would say. That means you are placing those people over your own self, over what you desire to do. I'm not judging you, trust me. Because I've been there. I was there for several years. Like for several years, I kept telling myself, what would people say? How would people see me? What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? Will people not see me as a failure? What would people say? Right now, I don't care. Like, I don't care so much about it. If I do something and it fails, I will go on to do another thing. If that one fails, I will go on to do another thing. Because I don't care what anybody thinks. I think that I would care about what God would say more than I would care about what other people would say. Because at the end of the day, I have just one person to account to, God, and not to man. So if I am going to, at the end of the day, give an account to God, then why am I considering men? I'm never going to give account to men. So why am I considering what men would say when I am letting go of what God would say? So people would always talk. Or the idea of what would people say would always be there. It will never go away. I'm telling you, even after starting, it will still not go away. So you cannot base your life upon, oh, I will only do it when I feel like people would not say anything. If you do good, people would say, people will talk. If you do bad, people will talk. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you do, people will talk. If you don't do, people will still talk. So not doing because of what people will say will still make people talk. So why not do? Why not just do? Really? Why not just do? Again, I get it. Sometimes these things are even very, very genuine. Imagine that you feel like, okay, so all my friends, everybody in my circle are already at number 1,000, and then I have to start from number 1. It can feel cringe, it can feel somehow to say that, okay, I'm starting here now. But it can also be a plus. It can also be an advantage for you, because now you're going to be talking to your friends and asking them how you can get to 1,000 faster. They had to figure it out along the line to get to 1,000. So if it took them 6 months to get to 1,000, it might probably take you 1 month, because now you have a leverage. You have people that have gone ahead and can give you tips on how you can, achieve that same result in a shorter space of time. So it can be an advantage for you, and it can be a disadvantage in that you can decide that, okay, I'm just going to do it my own way, because they are here now, or I would never do it at all, because what would they say that I'm starting at 1 when my mate have gotten to 1,000? Instead of saying that, or what would they say they have gotten to 1,000, they will see me as a failure, they will see me as starting small. Think of, how can I leverage them now that they've gotten there? Not to say that you're going to be a parasite, but that you're asking questions. Share with me, if you were going to start all over again, what would you do better? What do you think would help you to grow better? What do you think would help you achieve your goals better? All of those things, they've gone through it just so that you don't have to go through it again. There's a saying that my mom used to say. She would say that Jesus was not valued in his own country. I mean, we saw it in scriptures. Jesus was not valued in his own country. And the Bible says that where Jesus was able to perform the least of miracles was in his own town, because people did not value him. So if you feel like, oh, my own people, my own family and friends, they might criticize me, they might look at me cringe, they might think that, what are you doing? What are you doing being here when you're supposed to be here already? Block them and start. Just block them, block everybody and start. Be open to just strangers. Maybe when you've now gotten to some certain points, you can now say, okay, let me now let them know about this. But if what it takes for you to start is that you have to block them, then do that. So I also have an opinion that if you're going to cringe at what your family and friends would say when they see you starting small, then I think that that's a very big concern. I don't think that I should feel cringe. I think that starting small, my family and friends should be my support system. They should be the ones cheering me on. And I get it. Sometimes people don't buy into your vision, not because they are bad people. They just cannot see the vision with you. They just cannot imagine that you want to build a company or you want to do this thing. It just looks unrealistic to them. That, are you sure about this thing? Not because they are bad people. They did not see the vision with you. But you have the vision. And so you know what you're going to. So start. Do it. Commit to it. Along the line, at the end of the day, they might come and say, oh my God, I knew you're going to make it. Oh my God, I knew this was going to work out just right. Again, it's not because they are bad people. They just did not see the vision. So those people that did not see the vision, you are now thinking of what they would say and you're allowing that to stop you. No, that should not happen. So don't allow what people who have temporary opinion over your life stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. The person's opinion that matters the most in the world is God's, because that is who you're going to account to at the end of the day. I thought about what people say so much that I had to sit myself down and ask myself what I say about other people. And then, I asked myself, in the last 1 month, how many people have you thought of in a negative way that, whatever it is that they're doing, they should not be doing it? And there was nobody. And that's myself, in the last 3 months, there was nobody. In the last 6 months, there was nobody. In the last 1 year, I had one person, just one person. And even the one person, I never went to be the person to say, this is what you're doing, you should not be doing it or anything. Because I feel like what they're doing is their life. What if I go and say, this is what you're doing, doesn't look nice, you should not be doing it, and all of that? I mean, what they're doing is not even negative. I just had a feeling about, you can do something better. I've never seen a person in the last 1 year. I mean, I just thought to myself, what if this is what the person is supposed to do? Or what if it is God that is asking this person to do what they're doing? So what's my own? And the fact that I don't see value in what they are doing doesn't mean that there is no value in it. There are other people that would see value in what they are doing. So that was when it dawned on me that what people think, people's opinion, do not matter. A lot of people don't think anything. And even people that think, their opinion doesn't really hold strongly, because at the expense of what God says, then we should not consider it. Honestly, there are things that I've wanted to do in the past that I thought of what people would say. And when I went on to do those things, I realized that doing it is worth it more than what people would actually say. I'm telling you for a fact. So if there is something that you want to do, I think it's worth you coming to it now, rather than thinking of what people would say. Because by December, when everybody is reviewing 2026, you are going to wish that you actually committed to that thing, that you did that thing. And it doesn't even have to be that you create something, that you do something. It might even be you have to let go of something, quitting that job, quitting that relationship, starting up for yourself. It's just something. Instead of, if I do this, if I stand up for myself, what will people say? Would they not say I'm rude? If I break this relationship, would they not say? People would always say. If you do, people would say. If you don't do, people would say. So please, if there is something that you've been wanting to do, that you feel like you need to do at this time, that you feel like you need to commit to at this time, it can be creating, it can be, something that you have to just let go of, please do it. Do it now. I mean, everybody enters 2026 with a lot of vim and power. And the difference between people that would achieve anything in 2026 and people that would not is doing. That's going to be a lot of difference. Is doing. Enough of the talk and, I want to do it now. Just do it already. By December, you would have grown. A couple of months of growth. And what would make this year different from every other year is what you do. Is acting. Not to pressure you, but time is going, trust me. You don't have so much time. Already in May, that's the 5th month of 2026 already. So if you're still waiting for, I want it to be perfect, I want the perfect condition, it will never be perfect. Honestly, I'm telling you, it will never be perfect. This just came to my mind again. I cannot believe that I had to borrow a phone to film my content for 8 good months before I got a phone. Also, I remember when I wanted to start my fitness in 2025 as well, I could not afford a gym immediately. Do you know what I did? I ran for over 8 months, for about 10 months. In 2025, before I signed up to the gym, to start going to the gym, I was running every single weekday. You will find me on the road running, because I knew where I was going to, and I knew I needed to start. My mates were in the gym. It looked good. I also want to be at the gym, but I couldn't afford that at the time. And I needed to commit to my goal of fitness. I knew I had the goal of, I want to achieve a particular weight. How would I achieve it? I can do it at home. I was doing my core exercises at home. I was running. I was doing all of those things I could do at home. And it helped me greatly. I feel like if I had even gone sign up actually at the gym, I probably maybe not commit to it if I was not determined to commit to it. Sometimes we just say, when I have this perfect condition, that's when I would do that thing. Sometimes that perfect condition would not make you do that thing. If you have not even started before the perfect condition comes. What people would say should be the list of things on your mind. It should be the list of things on your mind, I'm telling you. Because by December, or in many years to come, you would not go and hold anybody and say, the reason why I didn't do, or the reason why I didn't start, or the reason why I didn't live my life was because I was thinking of what you would say. Because basically we ask you, when did I actually say anything to you? Did I ask you to not live your life? No, I did not. So you were thinking on my behalf. You were thinking what I did not say. And sometimes people are not even watching. People don't even care. People don't care so much. Maybe they care and they'll just say it to themselves, but they will not come and say it to you. And so that should not even count. Also, I need to think about the things that you're going to miss out on when you think of what people would say. For example, you're supposed to leave a relationship that you know is not serving you or is toxic or something. Maybe friendship, maybe dating relationship, courtship or something. And you're thinking, what would people say? Oh, we've been dating for 2 years, we've been dating for 4 years. What would people say? You are depriving yourself of a better person because you're thinking of what people would say. Or imagine that you're supposed to do something that God had asked you to do and thinking of, oh, what will people say? Imagine people, lives that are supposed to get blessed through you that will not get blessed. Imagine you're supposed to start a company. They're not starting. No, there are people that are supposed to be employed in that company that the reason why they would have money and become wealthy is because of you. But you're not doing that thing. And those people might never get that thing. Or maybe they would, but it might delay their lives. It might delay their journey because of you. Because you're thinking what people would say. If nothing motivates you to doing that thing, to taking the action step, to making that decision, to executing the idea, at least let the idea of other people's lives attached to your life motivate you. Let the idea of other people getting blessed by you motivate you to doing that thing that you need to do. So what people say is important, but never ever let it stop you from becoming what you're supposed to become. Never let it trap you. Never let it put you in a position, in a picture, in a phase where God doesn't want you to be in. So what is that thing that you genuinely feel like you should do? That you feel like it is something that would make you happy if you do? Or you feel like God is calling you to do? What is that thing? Whatever it is, do. Act on it today. Make a decision and act on it today. In the next few months, few years, many years to come, you're going to be thankful and grateful to God that you did that thing, that you took that decision, that you made that decision. Don't live a life of regrets. Don't look back in 10 years and regret that you did not do what you're supposed to do just because of what people would say, when those people that you think of what they would say are living their own lives, not caring what other people would say. Let me end by saying this. People would always have something to say. If you do, they will talk. If you don't do, they will still talk. So you cannot live your life based on people's opinion. Now, I'm also going to say that more often than not, rather than focus on what people would say, put your mind on the fact that people are actually not saying anything. As far as they don't come to your face to come and say it to you directly that, oh, this is what I think that what you're doing is trash. Just imagine, assume that nobody's saying anything and live your life. Commit to your life. Live as much as you would want to live. Do that thing that is on your heart to do. Live your life. The fear of looking cringe has delayed a lot of people from fulfilling their purpose. The fear of, oh, I don't want to look like I'm starting small or I'm starting from here when my mates have gone way ahead of me. It has really limited a lot of people. Again, when you have people that have gone ahead of you and you feel like, oh, I should not be here now, it can be a leverage for you. Rather than seeing it as a bad thing or as something that would now stop you, I think you should see it as a stepping stone to leveraging on their own journey, leveraging on their own achievements that, oh, you've gone through this process. I'm not saying that I just want to jump from here to there. I'm just asking, how were you able to get here? What do you think I can do better? What do you think I can do more or less of just to get a better result? Don't get into the future and start envying those people that were committed to doing, or start blaming people in your lives when they never even said anything to you. Honestly, just start. It is what you're starting. It is what you're doing that thing. It is what you're making that decision. It is what you're acting, executing that idea. If God has said go, please go. I mean, when I say that if God has said go, I don't mean that you need to hear an audible voice. You're sure that this is a good thing. One thing I am always preaching is clarity comes on the way. You're asking God for something, for a direction, for what you're supposed to do, and you're not receiving, you are not hearing Him clearly about what you need to do. Start something. Start something. Clarity comes on the go. Rather than being idle and saying that you're waiting on the Lord, start something. At least get going. Be on the journey. Be on the way. The Bible says, I be on the way you led me. Be on the way so that you can be led. So start something. Make that decision. Is it to leave that environment, to leave that relationship? You know, people have said many things. but you know that you are very certain that this is God's will for you, or this is what your heart desires, this is what will make you genuinely happy, please do it. I pray that God will give you the grace and the staying power to commit to what He has called you to do, in Jesus' name. Amen. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like this video before you go. Drop a comment for me. Let me know what you feel about this video, and share this video with your family and friends as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe before you go and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Alright guys, I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye guys.